Hello, boys and girls. This is Sachin sir. Welcome you all to the world where mistakes are expected, inspected, respected, and corrected. Yes, it's a max world. And today's lecture, we will try to understand the multiplication and the division of integers. Till now, we have learned that integers means nothing but a group of positive number, negative number, and zero all together. And as we have two sign, that is positive and negative, we have only two rules to understand the multiplication and division of the integers. I hope it will be very easier for you to understand, but before that, let's try to make those rules on your own. We will not follow the any of the bright minds idea regarding these rules. Okay, here are the questions on your screen. Each time we have taken only 2 into 3, and very first step of our question or to solve it is nothing but do the multiplication. So each time our answer will be 6, correct or not? Now observe last two questions. In that question, both the numbers in the question we are given same sign. Okay, so we gave positive sign to the answer, and if you observe first two questions, in the question we have opposite sign of the each other, correct or not? Yes, and so we gave negative sign in the answer. Now let's try to make the rule. So if we have same sign, if we have same sign in the question, then we have to compulsorily give positive sign to the answer. Can you observe it? Yes, of course. It is easier or not? Yes. Now see first two questions. In those two questions, 2 and 3 are given opposite sign of each other, correct or not? Yes, and so each time we gave negative sign to the answer, and that's what our second rule is. If we have opposite sign, then we have to give negative sign to the answer, and as a first step we have to do the operation as it is. So here are the rules for you guys, okay, that are made by you, not any other boy or girl or any squandy mind. Okay, so what are the rules says? The very first step is do the multiplication or the division which is given as per the question. Okay, and then what we have to observe? We have to observe the sign of the numbers which are there in the question. If they have same sign, then we have to give which sign to the answer? Yes, can you guess? Yes, of course, it's a positive sign to the answer. And if the question has opposite sign, then we have to give negative sign to the answer. Isn't it easier, boys and girls? Yes. So first step, do the multiplication or division. Then second step, check the sign of the question. If it is same, then give positive sign to the answer, and if it is opposite, then give negative sign to the answer. So let's try some activity and apply these rules that we have made it, not any other scondy mind of the max world. Okay, so what are the rules is a quick concept map for you. First step, multiply or divide as per the question which is asked to us, and second step, we have to check the sign of the numbers which are given in the question. If it is same sign, then give positive sign to the answer. If it is opposite sign, then give negative sign to the answer. So here are the few questions on your screen that we have to solve. The very first step of our rule is nothing but multiply or divide. So let's try and multiply the first section. So 9 6 are 54, 9 4 are 36. Do the multiplication and write the answer. Now wait for writing the sign of the answer. Okay, now as our rule says, if same sign is there, then we have to give positive sign. So for the first one we gave positive sign. Second one also, both the numbers are given with the same sign, that is negative, so positive sign to the answer. In the third question, that is minus, we can see opposite sign in the question, and so we gave negative. In the fourth one, again same signs are there, so we gave positive sign. Now let's move on to next one. 8 7 are 56, and 8 and 7 both are given opposite sign. One is positive, one is negative, so according to rule, negative sign should be given to the answer, correct? Next one, any number multiplied by 1, answer is the same number, but both are given same sign, so we have to give positive sign to the number. Okay, that is positive 124. Next one, 12 7 are 84, and that makes it positive 84 because both the numbers 12 and 7 are given same sign. Now last one, 15 7 are 105, and opposite sign is there, so negative sign should be given to the answer. I hope you are making very fine and very nicely because you have understood the rules, I guess, correct? Now let's try to apply these rules for the division now. Okay, so these are the easiest division. Okay, so minus 10 divided by 2, opposite sign is there, signs are there, so we have to give positive sign to the answer, don't forget it. But first of all, this division, we have to write in fraction form. Okay, so minus 10 divided by 2 is nothing but minus 10 upon 2, and the answer is 5 first of all, but signs are opposite, so we have to give negative sign to the answer, and that's what it is given on the screen. Okay, the next one also, first of all write the fraction form, that is which is written, both numbers are given with the negative sign, answer should be 15, but the sign of the answer will be positive, and you know why it is, because you know the rules which are in front of your eyes and you have to memorize them. Because I feel there's no need to memorize also, because you have made it. Once you have made it, you have understood it. That's why you made it, correct or not? Yes. Isn't it easier to understand now? Correct. Now we'll try to make some divisions in such a way that where remainder won't be 0. Over here 100 divided by 6, if you do, we'll write first of all fraction form, and what do you see? This in the table of 60 100 doesn't come, correct? So we have to reduce it. We can cancel the 0 which are in the units place. That means we have divided it by 10. Okay, so we are left with what? We are left with only 10 upon 6. Nice. Now what do you feel? 10 and 6, again in 6 table 10 is not present, so we have to reduce it by which number? Both the numbers are divisible by 2, so divide both the number by 2, and what are we left with? 2 5s are 10, that's a 5 in the numerator, and 2 3s are 6, that's a 3 in the denominator. So my answer is 5 upon 3. Isn't it easier? Yes. And let's try one more sum now. Minus 85 divide by 20, and very first step is what? To convert it into fraction form. So minus 85 divided by 20, that is upon 20 now presently. Now what do you feel? Again 20 is table, 85 doesn't come, so what we are going to do? We will divide it by same number, and that number is by 5, correct? So when you divide that 85 by 5, we get some answer, and in 5 table we get 4s are 20, so 4s is written in the denominator. Now let's try to divide that 85 by 5, and you know which method. If you are able to divide it in mind without working, then also it is okay, but presently over here I'm showing you the complete working. So here we go with the division. So we are left, what do you see on the screen? In 17's table we get 5s are 85, correct or not? Yes, 17 5s are 85. So my answer in the numerator should be 17, but only one number is negative. That means we have to give negative sign to the answer, and that is why negative sign is stuck to the 17. Okay, so let's find one more sum, that is 9 divided by negative 54. Very first step, we have to write its fraction form. It is written, correct? And now what do we get? In 9's table we get 54 or not? Yes, we get 54. When we divide it by 9, in the numerator we are left with 1, and in the denominator we are left with 6, correct or not? Yes, but it is and only one number is negative, that is opposite signs are there in the question, so we have to give negative sign, but this negative sign should be given in the numerator, because conventionally we do not write or do not give negative sign to the denominator. So shift that negative sign to the numerator, correct? Now let's try one more sum. 78 divided by 65, very first step, write it in a fraction form which is written, and now think about the table in which both the numbers are present, and that number is 13 if you know the table, correct? So when you divide both the numbers by 13, you get 13 6 are 78 and 13 5 are 65, if you remember the table, correct? And if you are not, then I'm requesting you all to learn the tables of 13, 17 and 19, because these three are very dangerous tables. These are the tables of prime numbers. That is why it is very important to learn them, memorize them, by heart them. So over here also 51 and 68, again see, we have to divide it by 17, and which is very difficult table to understand and memorize, so by heart it anyhow. So when you divide those numbers by 17, we are left with minus 3 upon 4, and why we give negative sign? Because in the question there are opposite sign, correct or not? Yes, we got the answer minus 3 upon 4. The next one, 38 upon minus 57, and these two numbers are divisible by 19. Okay, and the way I informed you, we do not or we never keep negative sign in the denominator. In the answer we have to shift that sign in the numerator. Okay, so 19 2s are 38, 19 3s are 57, and negative sign should be given to the numerator over here. Okay, now boys and girls, it is time to do some special sum from your textbook. What do you think, what should be the answer when you divide any number by 0? Any guesses? Why fear when sir is here? The answer should be not defined. We do not write 0 in the denominator, keep it in mind, and so we have to write answer not defined. Okay, so and what is the answer when you divide 0 by any number? Any guesses? Yes, it has to be 0. When you divide 0 by any number, answer is always 0, keep it in mind. And now it is time to move on and do one more special sum from your textbook. The question says we have to write the fractional form, which will have some divisions which will be ending in the minus 5 upon 7. Okay, so do you remember the concept of equivalent fraction, boys and girls? If you write 3 equivalent fractions but bigger than minus 5 upon 7, then ultimately you will find 3 divisions whose fractional form will be minus 5 upon 7, and that equivalent fraction should be found by multiplying same number by in the numerator and the division. Check out over here. I require the answer minus 5 upon 7. Then what we are going to do, we will multiply minus 5 upon 7 in numerator and denominator by 2 first of all. Okay, we have to you can choose any number, but first of all over here I have chosen 3. And what do we get the answer? Minus 5 into 3, answer is minus 15, correct? And 7 into 3, answer is 21. And again, let me tell you one thing, do not choose 0 and 1, because 0 multiplied by any number, answer is 0. Okay, and if you multiply this fraction by 1, then you will get the same fraction. So avoiding 0 and 1, you can choose any number, whether it is a negative or positive, doesn't matter. Okay, but then also you will get the answers. Now second time I chose 4, that resulted into the answer minus 20 upon 28, correct? And lastly, the way I told you, you can choose any number over here. And after finding all these 3 equivalent fraction, do not forget to write the final answer over here. So third time I chose 5, and that results in minus 25 upon 35. Okay, so these red color fraction are nothing but 3 divisions whose fractional form is nothing but minus 5 upon 7. I hope you have understood, boys and girls. Keep it in mind, mistakes are expected, respected, inspected and corrected over here.